Tightrope is a song that I did a lot on my own. I really just recorded the vocals and a piano here, but I wouldn't have come up with this arrangement had you and I not met. Because this is one of those that you pointed out, and I knew at the time, the demo was just fundamentally different from where the song ended.
When I pointed it out, was it aggressive?
No.
It was polite?
It was very casual and British.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Okay, good.
So the demo sounded a lot like this. You've got... And I remember telling you at the time I didn't love the way it sounded. But it was a demo. That bass is insane. It's just all over the place. So you've got that, and then the final product ended up sounding like this.
It's too good to be true, look what you do to me. I don't wanna run from what feels right.
Way more space. And then we build to... So let's talk about this section. This song shifted a lot for me, but what finally locked it in place was a particular live show that my band and I did that I got a live recording of, and I based what my drum part here and my guitar part here are doing based on what my band did at that show. So I've got that live recording here where it just... slightly different, but still the big... So I took that live guitar part and mirrored it. That becomes more or less the hook of the song right here. And I named the instrument after my guitar player. So that's pretty self-explanatory. That over the piano that I tracked with Jamie, which is not happening there. There's really only one synth happening, which is just me, the word saying afraid in the verse, and I've sampled it into a pad here going. It's just atmosphere. It's just total atmosphere. Arrange some strings. That's not really fun. The 808 here, just big and fat. The drums, all of the toms are from a drum machine called a DM5. Then you just get these very big, massive sort of Phil Collins sounds with it. This is more compelling. And it just sounds a little bit weirder. You get these nice gated 80s sounds, but without it being so obvious that it's the gated 80s sound. Kicks, just two big guys right down the middle. There are 3 snares happening. I've got one for bite, one for box, and one that's a live snare. And indistinguishable when you just put everything together. I love it. The really cool part of this song, though, was actually something that my drummer did for me, because I had no clue what to do for the verses. I knew I wanted this like kind of tight Jeff Basker thing going on for a good deal of it. This is what I would never have done without Jamie's input on the song, I think, is it's really just a guitar and a bass for most of the verses here. Doing this little Jeff Basker-y, come on now. And I think you really pushed me to figure out how emotive can I get with this, doing as little as possible.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm not usually a minimalist, but you know.
No, I mean,
compared to you, I might actually be a minimalist.
No, you definitely are. I'm definitely a maximalist on this stuff.
Which I love, which makes your stuff so much of a joy to listen to. But the contrast
is nice.
It's massive on this.
Now, the cool thing that my drummer did was play bass on the verses and figure out this really cool bit. And he's left-handed, so he's playing a right-handed bass and just, playing totally handicapped here. But this is what he came up with. So you got these 2 bass parts. And it just gives a nice pulse to the second verse that's not there before. And the great part of this song too, if you zoom in enough on the vocals, you can see these are all the exact same take. This is one single vocal take. This that we finally used, all of these are from take 5 the whole way through. So this whole vocal is a single live vocal. And like on SOS, you can hear
Times I can't describe. Navigate it like
the
a
bleed.
tightrope. Don't mind the height.
That's really it. That's really the coolest part of this song, other than a little music box I tucked in towards the end here that just gives it a nice little... And I had to play this. I played it to no click just because I wanted it to feel a little more human. And I made this by finding a music box sample. I didn't have Arcade at the time, or I would have done that. But then matching it with this Foley effect of a wind-up toy that I found online. It just gives this is panning around if you watch. The knob is just going crazy here. And it just gives this nice illusion of a music box spinning in place. That's Tightrope.